Welcome back to Keep On Growing. Today we're going to talk about Masterblend. We got the new stuff and the old stuff. There's been a little bit of confusion about the new stuff, so we're going to address that. And also I wanted to give some of this away, so I just needed to know from you guys what will work best if you want a drawing where everybody just enters and I pick a couple of random winners, or if I should have a live stream and the people that show up to the live stream have a better chance because there's less people there. So just let me know what works better for you. And also somebody else, Dwayne 808 Innovate on Etsy, made some end caps and he wants to give some of those away too. I'm trying to figure that out. I think it'd be better if he had his own drawing and I just point you guys over there. Otherwise I end up like the middleman, but we'll talk about all that in a minute. At first, let's talk about the 2020. Now, a lot of people I think have lost sight of the fact that this channel is about cheap and easy. And it's about trying to help the people that need it the most. I talk about my mission and my legacy and that, right? And we're trying to help the people who have tried and failed. The people that were curious about it, but it seemed like there's too much information or it costs too much to get started. And we're showing them a cheap and easy way to get started so they get excited, have some success, and do it over and over again. And that's called our continuous harvest system. I don't want people out there trying to decide if they're going to pay for their medication or buy groceries for the week. We're trying to help people out there that need it the most. Now, these things work fantastic. Masterblend, if you look on my channel, I've been doing this for over 10 years. I've been making videos for 7, I think, and there's over 400 videos. Over 95% of everything that's on there is made with this Masterblend. 4-18-38, calcium nitrate, Epsom salt. Fantastic product. In fact, I've got a video and I got a link saved. I even gave it to my wife. That way when people ask, what do you use? I can just show them that video because that works well. That's part of the mission. That's cheap and easy. If you guys just want to take some nutrients, put it into a jar or container or downspout or whatever and put a plant in it and grow it, it works fantastic. Now somebody asked me if I tried this. They said you don't have to mix it. I was like, that sounds good. So I went ahead and gave it a try. Take it at face value. On Amazon it says perfect for hydroponics. It says safe for virtually all plants. And if you don't have to mix and you don't have to buy calcium nitrate and Epsom salt and you get it all in one like this, that's fantastic. So I gave it a try. I grew basil. I grew a little tower of basil. I grew kale. And I did that video and I said, I'm going to give it a try. If it works, I'm going to switch. Now, a lot of other people have ordered it and gave it a try, but then, like I said, all of a sudden we lost sight of the cheap and easy thing and to use the microgreens and growing greens and fast maturing plants and harvesting and keeping the crops going in our continuous harvest system. And all of a sudden people are asking me about tomatoes and cucumbers and watermelons and cantaloupes and wondering why stuff's not working. And then people are saying, I can't get 20-20-20, I can get 10-10-10, can I double it up? And can I add this, can I add that? Can you contact this manufacturer, can you do this? You guys are overcomplicating. There's channels out there, there's companies, these people, they spend a lot of time, money, research to make a good product, to make them for specific things. I'm trying to do things cheap and easy. I'm trying to figure out a way that's going to help people. It's like guerrilla gardening. It's getting you started. It's showing you some successes where you can have fun at it and want to keep going. Try to make things too difficult. That's why there's not that many people into hydroponics, is because we make it too difficult in the beginning. And that's what's happening right now, is that we said this might be easy, but people can't take it at face value and just try to grow some greens and just start there. All of a sudden they're trying to grow all kinds of things and I'm being inundated with just questions and concerns and things like that. So if you're concerned about this, if you have questions, contact PowerGrow. They're the ones who make it. Ask them what your questions are. They'll be happy to help you. Masterblend is a fantastic product. Like I said, I've used this for 10 years. I still tell people, go use that. If you guys don't want to mix stuff up, General Hydroponics, this is good for leafy greens. They make Maxi Bloom too, but this Maxi Grow, I've grew stuff with that, and there's a lot of you out there that are using this too. There's options out there. It's just, there's no magic bullet. Like I said, if this was just a channel about who could grow the biggest tomato or the best cucumber or win the blue ribbon at whatever, I would go in a different direction. but I'm trying to help a lot of people out there, and that's what I got to focus on. And I can't focus on that if I'm worried about if this has enough sulfur or calcium or boron. I have to take things at face value. I don't want to know all of that. I'm going to be the dumbest gardener in the world. I want everybody to know more than me. I don't want to know all the fancy schmancy stuff. I don't want to use meters and pumps and aerators. I want to grow some food, and I want to show other people how to do it. So this works fine for that. I love it. This worked for me. It's not working for some people out there. If you got concerns, don't use it. This works well too. So there's options out there. And if you guys got more questions, like I said, you can always email me, keepongrowing1@gmail.com. I try to get to all of those, but if not, contact the manufacturers, ask them. They're happy to help you. If you're happy with the product, you can buy more, right? Now, I'm moving more on to organic things and maybe even trying to make some homemade stuff. Might not work, but here's the thing. I've been doing this 7 years, right? And this is a fantastic product, and I always tell people, Masterblend, they go, well, I don't have that in my country, what can I use? And I would say, well, you just have to find something comparable. The problem is that these are proprietary blends, and different companies might have the same NPK numbers, but the stuff will be different, and it might not work exactly the same. Some places might not even have it. So it's not just people here in the United States. I get people all over the world. You know, I can get 4, 12, 82, whatever, and can I do this and this and this? And everybody's playing mathematician with these numbers. And what I'm trying to do is get back to how things used to be. And that's why whoever turned me on to Nate, Garden Like a Viking, and he's doing stuff the ancient ways. I love that. I'm starting to learn stuff, and that's why I'm curdling milk and fermenting plant juice and stuff like that. And then somebody else said something about K and F. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. And they said Korean natural farming. And I went down that rabbit hole. And that was just blowing my mind. And then Dr. Lane and Dr. Cho and just all these people and natural ways of growing. And I want to take all that stuff and try to figure out if there's a way. We don't have to have a huge hydroponic garden. And I know that makes for a good video and I can get 1 million views and all that, but I want to help people. So I want to figure out a way if we can take this and at least start to learn how to grow some greens, you know, the basics. And somebody else might take that and build on that and build on that and build on that. But if we don't build the foundations, we're always looking for the star. Everybody always wants the magic bullet, right? That's why 99% of everybody fails at everything that we do, and that is because everybody's trying to get to the end. And they're not building that foundation and working on it. And that's what we're doing here. So I hope people aren't confused. This is not the magic bullet. This is easy to use. I grew some greens. I've had some other people say it works well. Some people are not doing well with it. Some people can't figure out the old Masterblend. You know, and that's why some people use this. There's options out there. We're trying to figure out some different ways so we can help more people. That way, if somebody asks me on the other side of the world, I can't get that in my country, what can I use? If I say another brand or company, I have to keep track of all these companies that make different products. Or if I can say, can you get some milk? Can you get some plants? Can you go out in the forest and get some leaf mold? You know, just stuff like that. That's what we're working for. So we're going to be looking at organic stuff. There's organic nutrients for hydroponics. What they deal with is things going anaerobic and aeration and things clogging up the little tiny 1/4-inch tubing and the misters and stuff like that. And we don't use those things, so we'll have a different set of problems. But if we can overcome some of that, everybody's working on things. Maybe we can figure out a little something that helps people get started on the right foot, gets them excited, and gets them feeling more empowered. And then we spread that message and pass it out to everyone. Somebody said, oh, you're going to make the next great Van Dusen organic hydroponic whatever, and that's not it. This is going to be information. Whatever we figure out, if it works, it goes out for free to everybody, so everyone learns how to do it. That's the power of the internet. That's what I said. We've got the choice to do good or evil, and every time we get on here, we make that choice. We make that conscious choice. And if we say the internet's bad or social media is bad, it's because a lot of people are contributing to that. So the more good we put out, the better. If we learn things and we try to help people more and more, whether it comes back to us or not, and we just put good out into the world's going to be a better place. So that's what we're trying to figure out. That's what we're working on. We're not trying to grow the biggest tomato. We're not trying to win a blue ribbon somewhere. We're not trying to get the most views or just be like, look what I've done. We're trying to say, look what you can do. So I hope people understand that. Cheap and easy. Look, it's not just a saying. It's my way of life, right? I've got other crocs in there and that, but if this has another 1,000 steps in it, I'm going to take those 1,000 steps before I throw it in the trash. It's a way of life for me. It's cheap and easy, and I think that it can help a lot of people out there. So if you guys are on board with that, if you're not looking for the magic bullet, if you want to figure things out, if you want to help people, if you want to be more empowered and you want to be part of this thing called life, then I invite you to stick around, lift, inspire, keep on growing, be the change. We'll talk to you later.